to work. There's a strike. Walker Buehler, a first-round pick, 24th overall by the Dodgers in 2015 out of Vanderbilt. And Chris, that pick's significant because it's the first-round pick of the Andrew Friedman era. The pitch. And a count 1-2. One of the things that's interesting about Walker Buehler getting picked in the first round is the Dodgers had a pretty good idea he was going to need Tommy John surgery, and he did, and he debuted over a year after he was originally selected following surgery. The 1-2. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
The Dodgers scouting department clearly had a lot of faith in the potential of this kid to draft him knowing that he was going to need surgery immediately. And clearly the pitcher he's developed into, it has paid off.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And that one fouled off. No score here in the second. Up the middle, Lux. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And now the first baseman, Derek Hall. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
And ball 1.
We got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball to strike. And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here comes Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max
The wind and the pitch.
Muncy.
And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. And a foul ball left side. The wind of the pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. The wind to kick the pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And he deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Muncy hits one in the air. Rojas under it. He makes the grab, and there's one down. Masataka Yoshida steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Masataka Yoshida.
On a line, base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Man at first with one gone. Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That to right. Harper ranging after it. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 7, The catcher.
And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Moreno.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
Bounce to the left side, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Turner whips it to first, and that will end the inning. One left for LA. We'll move to the third. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran second baseman, Josh Harrison. Here comes the pitch. And that one is in for a strike. Harrison, a former All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2008. 1-1 now. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Towards first, and he handles it himself for the out. Now at the plate, Garrett Stubbs. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Top of the third, no score. That's through there for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And the right-hander deals. Sets him down looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Johan Rojas.
And here's the rookie center fielder, Johan Rojas. Looking to rebound today. He was 0 for 4 last night. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Rojas, in his rookie season, 22 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one misses. Ball 2. That's in there. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. On the ground to short. Gets it to first. And that is that. Phillies down. Set for the bottom of the third. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor. Nola back to work. Strike 1.
Looks like he went up there guessing on the first pitch and was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact, though.
This one in the air, right field. Harper ranging after it. And it's caught. 1 up, 1 down. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Rojas measures 6 feet even, 190 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. In the air, right field. It falls in, and that's a knock. And that turns the lineup over. Here's Mookie Betts. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Now a fly ball to right center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. In the air to left center. Schwarber settles under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So the Dodgers back here at the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Trey Turner. And now time is called as there's a visit. To the mound. Just talking things over. Nobody getting loose out in the pen. So a little consultation. And a pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And there's a ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That one catches the zone, and the count's even at 2. Check swing, and that's a ball. 3-2. Payoff pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. Lux throws to first in time. And they get Turner for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Boom. Stands in now and watches strike one. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Kicks and fires. A little bit low.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And that one upstairs.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
Got him looking for the K. Strike 3 called, and a slider at the knees. Here's Harper now. He's 0 for 1.
Bryce Harper.
That's in for a strike. Now 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a pitch.
That's ball 2.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. On a bounce right side, Lux. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Bottom 4, the batter now will be Will Smith. The right-hander back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. And a quick out, number 1. And now it's Max Muncy. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Out towards right center field. Rojas under it. Brings it in. 2 down. Masataka Yoshida steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one fouled off. 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. Dodgers down in order, and we are still scoreless. Welcome back, and now it's going to be Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber, a guy with prodigious power. He's made a couple all-star teams, won a Silver Slugger, an Ohio kid who played college ball at Indiana. He's one of the better power hitters in the sport. Rojas with the throw to first. Schwarber out on the play.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter,
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Grounded out his first time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Next offering is downstairs. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Dives, and he can't hang on. Derek Hall stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1 so far. That one is absolutely belted. And out of here. He'll touch them all. His 7th home run of the season. It's 2-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
Stepping in, Josh Harrison.
Ball 1, no strike.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Into center. Taylor makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down. Garrett Stubbs stands in for the Phillies. Good eye right there. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that's a foul ball. And a 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Taylor makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now back here in L.A. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. And the right-hander back to work. Popped in the air, left side. Boom, under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Center fielder,
And there's 2
number
away.
3.
It's a little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Trying to put the ball in the air.
And a base hit up the middle.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. Back here at the ballpark, top of the 6th inning. And now for
Fielder, Johan Rojas.
the Phillies, Johan Rojas. Buehler back to work. Slider clips the zone.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Strike 2. The pitch. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
In there, and it's 0-1. You know, people may not remember about Trey Turner. He was actually drafted in the 1st round out of NC State by the Padres. Made his debut in 2015 with the Nationals. Won it all with Washington in 2019. He's been an all-star multiple times. And, of course, he's won a batting title. Now the 3rd baseman, Alec Bohm. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
And Turner's been part of some big trades. It originally started with the Padres as he was a player to be named later that ended up with the Washington Nationals. Then traded over to the Dodgers with Max Scherzer in 2021.
Over to first, and he's saved. Turner stands at first with 1 out. And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. The other way, and foul ball. Buehler looked to first, and he's back in standing. Righty to the plate. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
And now here is Harper. High fly ball out into left center field. Yoshida makes a move towards the gap. Turner coming home. He'll score, and they lead by 3.
Now
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Phillies with the run-scoring double. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now it's Mookie Betts.
the right fielder.
And a pitch.
Betts.
On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. He's safe. Now the number 2 hitter, Freddie Freeman. Mookie on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump. Runner at second. Nobody out. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Flying around third is Betts. He will score, and it's now a two-run game.
Well, does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And next for L.A., Will Smith. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. That one's in there, 0-1. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Freddie around third. He scores, and it's a one-run game.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat pack to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter. Center field. Nice grab on the run. And there's one away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
So digging in, Masataka Yoshida. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And a foul ball.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And that one in the air center field. Makes the catch. Runner tags up for third. He's in there.
Was able to move the runner up to third on that deep fly to center, but I think at this point he wants to get him over and get him in.
And now it's Gavin Lux. And fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next offering is in for a strike. Smith at third with two away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard.
Top of inning number 7. Here's the Phillies DH, Nick Castellanos.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. You know, these Phils, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Freeman over to first in time. And Castellanos is out. And digging in for Philadelphia, Derek Hall. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Foul ball there. Here's the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground, right side. Freeman over to first in time. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
On the ground to third. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. At the plate, Garrett Stubbs.
The catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in for a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. And a swing and a miss. That one is upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
I think the key.
And welcome back. And now the catcher comes up to hit. The pitch. That one pushed foul.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Chris Taylor now 1 for 2. Line drive, makes the grab, and there's 2 out. And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. That one hit to right. Harper ranging after it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas.
Johan Rojas.
The pitch. And that one just missed off the outside edge. In the air, center field. Taylor under it. And there's one away. Trey Turner now.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. There's a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
And the righty deals. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Walker Buehler will depart. Good effort out of him, even though he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm on the bump after a quick break. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Daniel Hudson.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Hudson.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Stays alive. Slow roller to third, and it goes just foul. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Phillies. So they turn to Craig Kimbrell.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
Craig.
And he deals. Fly ball down the line. Harper has a beat on it. Makes the grab, And there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Hard hit, base hit.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. He didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Schwarber pulls it down, and there's two gone. Max Muncy at the dish. Sliced hard but foul.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Harper ranging after it. He's got it, and that ends the inning. One left. Back here in L.A., here's Bryce Harper.
The right fielder, number 3.
And the pitch. That's in there. Strike one. Hudson, in his 13th season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And 1-2. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Here's a high chopper. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Kyle Schwarber getting ready to hit. And there's the strike. Swing and a ball popped up. He's got it, and there's two away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Castellanos in the box now. No balls and a strike. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth. So
swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work. Jose Alvarado gets the ball now. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 46.
Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida.
Alvarado.
And here it comes. Line, and that's a base hit. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got it.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Base hit into the outfield. Here comes the runner. Fires to the plate. The run comes in from second. It's 3-3.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Thumbs up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
And now Gabriel Moreno. First offering. Runner goes. Throw. Save. Win. Run stands at second. The 0-1. And it's just foul. That was close.
Oh, my goodness. A couple. Of inches the other way, and this game is over. The crowd can't believe it. That was so close.
Foul ball still 0-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
In the air, right field. Harper ranging after it. He's got it. Runner tagging for third, and he makes it up to third with one away. So up next, Chris Taylor, 1 for 3. Now a pitch out, and perhaps they were protecting against the squeeze. Winning run at third, 1 down. And it's fouled away.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Kicks and deals. Now fly ball to right center. In there, that'll do it. That crosses the winning run, and the Dodgers.
Well, you come into the ninth inning down. First, you're looking to tie it. They did that, but then they got the extra to put themselves on top. These guys knew exactly what it was going to take to win this ball game. I love it when you see guys find a way to win, and that's what they did today.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 4 runs on 11 hits.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Got the window. Pockets full of hundreds, no singles. Pockets full of hundreds, no singles. Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Pockets full of hundreds, no singles.
My pen way sharper than the sword. Keep it cool, on make me pull a cord. My love was in the trap, see the cracks in the decor. Still paint chips dropping on the floor. My lord, God bless ya. Smooth like Drexler, mind state, train to move for self like Tesla. Crime rate boosting, chicks taking trips, trooping, profiting from them trips to Houston.
All this time you spent, all that love you gave, please don't walk away, try again. Close the doors away, don't break before you break. It's not too late, so try again.
Couple wins, couple ills. Took a hit right up and failed. Now I got to just know how to flip it when I fail. Different when you listen to yourself. Not forgetting but forgiving. How you living is the wisdom in itself. Getting help. My intention and my callous never been in balance. It's a challenge when your talent come equipped with damage. Getting callous to what matters and you miss the pattern. How to manage a condition is to trick to catch it. How to handle what you giving is a different matter. Skip the magic. It don't happen overnight. You don't have to overwrite when it's saying it how you didn't plan it. Understanding I ain't got it when I gave it all I had. Nothing missing in the math, but the vision in the path. I'm a visit in the past with a pen and pad. I'll be back.
I hope you try again. All this time you spent, all that love you gave, please don't walk away, try again. Close the doors away, don't break
since when I used to run a blog. I ain't soft, I could bend a hoop or run a club. On the fog where I learned to view the sun is small. No sweat when you getting used to jumping walls. Back when I used to call instead of getting called. I remember feeling lost, about to get a job. Sending in the mall trying to trip a log. Had to ask if it costs ever getting caught. Change course, had to bank doors. Now them same doors got a man to wait for us. Handshake still cause the manners ain't lost. On floss when I cause I plan to stay raw. Had to take deals that ain't have a race seal just to have a play field. Now I'd rather take off. Remember when it feels like you gotta stay still if the line ain't crossed.
So just about set and on the hill for the Dodgers.
Leading off the
Clayton
afternoon for
Kershaw.
Philadelphia,
Singy, always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Trey
Very crafty guy out there on the hill. A stellar career ERA in the low 2s. Very tough to get to. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he flips the script. We'll see how the hitters are able to adapt to him today.
And now the count is even.
Second pitch of the game, it was a good one, but doesn't get the strike call. We'll see how this umpire zone shapes up today.
And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Kershaw fires. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
0-1 now. This to third. Taylor goes to second. Safe there.
batting third.
Here's Harper now. Entered the day with the best batting average in the National League. On the outside corner, it's 0-1. Turner, the lead runner at second. Boom. On at first with nobody out. Rolled to short. Possible 2-ball. In plenty of time to first. Harper retired. 2 on, 1 out. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. That misses. And it's 1-0. Chris, remember the Cubs won it all in 2016. Well, Kyle Schwarber suffered a regular season-ending left knee injury 2 games into the year. April 7th, he had torn ligaments in that knee. In there. And so now 1-2. But he was added to the World Series roster and became the first position player to collect a hit in the World Series after going hitless during the regular season. He still has the text from Theo Epstein that said, "You made the World Series roster." Hard on the ground to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. And first offering is fouled off. And now the lefty. And that's outside. And the count is 1-1. Bounce back to the mound. Whips it to first on the run. Throw is wide. He's off the bag. Run scores, and this inning continues.
Batting 6.
2 outs, runner at first. And now it is JT Realmuto. He swings and fouls one off. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Back here at the ballpark. And our starting pitcher here today, Ranger Suarez. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Boogie pitched into the 7th, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, his team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
The first baseman,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Freeman.
Up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. Throw, save. And that was close.
Tough play on a nice forehand stop. Had to be perfect right there with the exchange and throw to get the out, but looked like he had to dig into the glove a little bit more to get a good grip. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Can't get there. Base hit. Across is the runner from first, and they trail by one. Not in time. He's safe.
He was all over that one. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for three as soon as it touched down.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Hitless of the first two games of the series. He's 0 for 8. Hard ground ball, base knock. In comes the runner from third. It's 2-2.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And now it's Gavin Lux. Late swing, foul to the left. Kicks and fires. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. They get it in quickly, so first and second, now 1 out.
Back-to-back singles. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. There's a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. And he grounds one back up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He doesn't have a throw, and that loads the bases. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Chris Taylor now. And a pop-up. Right side, foul territory. Oh, he can't squeeze it.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. One runs in. A second scores as well, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Now, Miguel Vargas. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. Line drive, caught.
Batting ninth.
So first and second with 2 outs. Miguel Rojas at the plate. 2 for 6 so far in the series. That one out to right. Harper puts it away, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Now it's the second baseman, Josh Harrison. The pitch. Ball one there.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. That clips a corner.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black.
I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
The line to kick the pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Hauls it in for the out. So digging in, Derek Hall. 2 RBIs last night. 2 of the 3 runs they scored in the game. Good eye right there.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
1-1.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lux puts the squeeze on that one, and there's 2 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Not in time. He legs it out.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
The pitch. And that one pulled foul.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
1 strike.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. And he pumps it a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Three and 2 now. Bounced out to short. Throw on to Freeman, and that is that. Phillies strand. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now it's the right fielder, Masataka Yoshida.
Masataka
Suarez back to work.
Yoshida.
Slap the other way, foul. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground, and a foul ball. Chris, back in the day, they called Sean Casey the mayor. I think today's version of the mayor, the chattiest first baseman, would be Freddie Freeman. And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. And that one fouled off. Freeman, the base runner at first with 1 out. Up the middle. Nice stop. There's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Alec Bohm. The wind and the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Bohm getting to start at 3rd. Batting 2nd in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2018. Fought off foul. That one misses in the dirt.
2 strike.
gets a piece and stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
The 1-0. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's 0 for 1. That one misses. Ball 1. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, nobody out. Kershaw deals. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And now they trail by 1. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. That one found hard the other way. Here comes a pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. No outs. Runners at first and second. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. And he deals. Ground ball up the middle. And it gets by him. The throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. Tie ball game, 4-4. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Ground ball right side, could be 2. And Realmuto is out.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Josh Harrison now at the plate. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That one's in there. That's strike 1. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 1-2. Up the middle. Rojas. Low throw, and he can't dig it out. And the runner is in to score from third. Bad mistake there. And here's the first baseman, Derek Hall. He's 0 for 1. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. Hall, 27 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Harrison off of first with 2 away. On the ground to the left. Taylor whips it to first. And the inning is over. Bottom of the inning. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Max Muncy. The wind to the pitch. There's a swing and a drive. And it's gone. Home run. They're going crazy in the dugout, and it ties it up. It's 5-5.
for a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're putting together strong at-bats with good contact, and 5 of their hits have come on the ground. That's a lot of ground ball base hits.
Dalton Varsho will hit next. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Turner with the throw to first, and there's 2 away. Now the third baseman, Chris Taylor. Base knock center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So up next, Miguel Vargas. 0 for 1 so far. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, and it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully...
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Dodgers tie it up with a... Back here in L.A., and now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. And a pitch. Trying to bunt his way on. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'll tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Turner pops it up. Taylor settles under this one. Makes the grab. 2 down.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Boom. Up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. That's in there. Strike 1. Bounced up the middle to first, and that is that. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 4th. Now it's the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. The wind of the pitch. In the air, left field, down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And a pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's a base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And the batter now, Masataka Yoshida. Hammered. Could be extra bases. Around second, on his way to 3rd. Coming home. He'll score, and it's 6-5.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video, because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Schwarber makes the grab. 1 down. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the 1st. Foul ball. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Yoshida, the runner at second with one away. Now a screamer into the outfield. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Here comes Max Muncy. He's already homered in this game. Fouled off. He was late. Out to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. Dodgers with a run. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. And down the right fielder, Bryce Harper. The pitch. And he takes a strike. Line drive, that's a base hit.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Schwarber in the box lays off for ball 1. 1 for 2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Line drive to short and caught.
Well, 2 goals when you've got the go-ahead run at the plate. Keep him in the ballpark, and then second, keep him off base. Well, that diving stop right there does just that. Excellent job.
So here's the Phillies DH, Nick Castellanos. Step off, throw to first. Harper back in standing. First pitch just misses. That one ripped. Base hit down the line. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. 6-6. In there safely.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
0-1 down. And there's a foul ball. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one missed. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Next pitch just misses, and it's 3-2. One away with a runner at third. This one smoked out to left. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. Back to a 1-run game. It's 7-6. That's to third. Slings to first. That ends the frame. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. Suarez back to work. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Throw. Tag. Ow! A bullet from JT Realmuto. On the ground. On the run. Throw to first. Just got him on that one.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
This one in the air, center field. Marsh makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Start of the sixth, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Derek Hall. Kershaw back to work. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. First pitch, and he just misses. Marsh measures 6 feet 4 inches, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Vargas tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs. So the batting order turns over. Here. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Yency Almonte.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
First offering, and it just misses. Saying he's not just one of the fastest guys in the game, but also Trey Turner. How about those slides? Pretty cool looking.
Yeah. A natural slip and slide out there on the field, and one thing that speaks to me is that he doesn't decelerate a whole lot when he's in top speed going into that slide, because he goes through the bag and can end up on his feet all in one motion.
Two outs, and it's even up.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Puts the squeeze on that one, and that. Now on the bump, Connor Brogdon. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here's the second baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Number 75.
And the pitch. Swing, and a ball popped up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And next for L.A., Miguel Rojas. That one ripped. And puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Masataka Yoshida. 1 for 3. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. Brogdon, 28 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2017. Swing, and a ball lined out towards center. Marsh settles under it and makes the catch. New inning getting started. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. And a pitch. That one's in there. Strike one.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice. So they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Bryce Harper to the plate. To the right side, and that squirts through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. One gone, runner at first. Now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. And that's in there for strike 1. And now 1-2.
1 ball.
1 run
2
game,
strikes.
1 out, 1 on. Ground ball could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1, but no throw to second as they only get the out at first. Now it's the DH, Nick Castellanos. First offering misses the mark. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Lined, and that's a base hit. Here comes Harper around third. He's in there, and they lead by 2. JT Realmuto steps in, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
There's a strike.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
And the right-hander deals.
Ball, that's down.
Castellanos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Bounce to the right. To second, Rojas. Third out, and that ends the frame. So 1 run in the. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Gregory Soto. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Number 30, Gregory.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
0-1. Fly ball to right. Harper has a beat on it. And there's 1 down. And now it's Max Muncy. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
On the ground, could be 2. Harrison to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
So digging in, Gavin Lux. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jose Alvarado getting ready to go. Kimbrel warming up as well. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. The tying run at the plate. Runner on the goal. So the Dodgers. Welcome back. Now it's the second baseman, Josh Harrison. And here it comes. And that's through there for a strike. Almonte, a guy that features an absolute power slider. Throws that pitch a lot. He throws it hard and gets a ton of swings and misses. New pitcher for the Dodgers, J.P. Feyereisen.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning. And I think being able to expand with that pitch as you start to offer at it that he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out. And here's the first baseman, Derek Hall. In the air out towards right center. Yoshida going back on this one. Long run, nice grab. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And now the 0-1. Smash to the left side. Rojas with the throw to first. Out number 3. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Sir Anthony Dominguez. He last pitched 2 days ago. And now Dalton Varsho. This to center field. Marsh moves under it.